Alright everyone, I wanted to do a short review tonight on this EDM400 VIM tool set. This is an extra deep metric socket set, 8 through 14 millimeter, 1/4 inch square drive. Take a look in the box here. As you can see, this is an older set. I've had this for a while now. You don't see the green background on this one. I don't know if they've changed the design on them or not, but we'll discuss a few things I don't like about this set. These are approximately 4 inches long. Sizes are 8, 10, 11, 12, and 14. One of the things I don't like is it skips a 13. All in all, I think this is a really nice socket set. And we'll discuss in a few minutes a few things I don't like about them. But you can see they're actually etched with a number in them. And then at the bottom here you can see that they have VIM Tools. And then you can see it also says 8 millimeter. So that's one of the things I like about it. It is actually stamped, and we all know how these etching right here slowly disappear over time as the chrome wears off and they become invisible. So it's nice to be able to have a way to identify what the socket is, aside from depending on this right here. We'll get to the point that I don't like. You can see the broaching inside the socket. This is the 8, and you can see that it's not broached all the way down to the end here. You can actually see that's a solid mass from here all the way up to approximately here. Now if you just have a stud, you might not run into a problem, but if you have a shoulder bolt, you're not gonna be able to get this over top of it. One of the problems I ran into with the 10 millimeter is I had to grind the inside of this socket out, and I'll show you what that socket looks like now. This is the 10 millimeter that we just got done discussing. You can see that I ground the inside of this out. So now that I can get down on top of a shouldered stud or anything like that, most of the time those are like covers on engine compartments, especially on the Cadillacs, the STX, the STSs, a few of the other ones. You'll find that it looks like a matchstick stud, and you cannot get this over the top of it unless you grind it out like this. So that's one of my complaints with VIM about this set, especially for the price. Like I said, you can see that I ground that all the way to the bottom right there. Now if we go over here to the 11 millimeter, you can see what I'm talking about. You can't just drill that out either. That's hardened steel. You'd have to grind that out with a carbide bit. That is why I haven't done any of the other ones, and they're not in such high demand. Mainly the 10 millimeter that I use the most. Few condensers that you have to pull the bumper, and there's studs in the bumper bracket and reinforcement and things like that. You can see all these sockets are like that. One of the things I do like about them is the length. These are 4 inches. A few of the other sets are almost 5 inches long, if not longer. Some of them I've seen as long as 6 inches. That seems to be excessive. Maybe in the 3/8 set that would be acceptable, for gas tank straps and something like along that lines. On this 1/4 inch set, I don't see where it's necessary to be longer than these. I do believe the snap-on set is 5 to 6 inches long. All in all, I really think this is a nice set if they could just fix those little issues with this. And maybe they have in the later model sets. And I do know they make a larger set of this from, I believe, 7 millimeter to 15 millimeter, comparable to the snap-on set. And as what I've done and previously is I've ran into this issue is like this socket right here. This one's been modified for a flush mount bolt. You can see the taper has been ground off the end, and there's been a taper put on it, so I can get on stubby bolts that don't have a long shoulder to them. This is an old Craftsman socket. Here's another one that I've modified all the way through for that particular application on the SDS Cadillacs. And that's to get the coil pack out, and you have to take the stud out that actually holds the coil pack down that's used for the engine bay cover. So this was something necessary to do, and like I said, I bought this application in hopes to remedy that. And what did I have to do? I had to grind the inside of this out. So all in all, I really don't have any complaints of the manufacturing process or workmanship or anything like that. I just think that these could have been a little bit, more thought out, especially for some of the uses that they have. Right now, this set goes for about $96. All in all, I think it's a fair deal, considering Snap-on gets about $600 for their set. So all in all, I don't think it's a bad deal. Like I said, I just wish they would remedy this issue right here. Alright, I'll let you guys form your own opinions. If you have any other questions or anything, you can drop me a question below and I'll try to answer it. If you get a chance, like, share, and subscribe. And like I said, I'll try to answer any questions you have. You guys have a good night. Thank you.